European Union chiefs are drawing up plans to keep planes flying and protect their fishing fleets after a no-deal Brexit, as trade talks with Britain are on the verge of collapse. The bloc wants to revive previous contingency measures to preserve vital air and road transport links with the UK. And bureaucrats are also working out how to spend a special €5 billion Brexit fund to assist the countries most impacted by the lack of a EU-UK trade pact. Brussels sources said France, Ireland, Belgium and the Netherlands would be set for the largest windfalls. The European Commission has been asked to unveil unilateral solutions to cover the most disruptive elements of a no-deal Brexit. The decision to ramp up preparations comes after Boris Johnson announced he would walk out of the trade negotiations until the EU makes a fundamental change of approach. Under the plans, unilateral contingency measures would be put in place to make sure basic road and air traffic is still in place, according to one source. But the insider added, it will be very disruptive. Under previous no-deal Brexit contingency measures, drawn up during Britain's divorce talks, the EU allowed UK-licensed carriers to provide basic passenger and freight flights between Britain and the 27 member states. UK airlines were given permission to fly from the UK to EU countries. They were allowed to make stops in the bloc and fly over its airspace. Last year the Commission said, the transport connectivity measures are not intended to replicate the status quo under EU law, but rather to preserve basic connectivity between the EU and the UK. A similar package is expected to put on the table, and will be subject to the UK reciprocating the arrangements. And under a no-deal Brexit, European fishing vessels will have no rights to access Britain's coastal waters. The two sides are currently working on a fisheries pact as part of the wrangling over a post-Brexit trade agreement. But the contentious issue has remained one of the key sticking points as both the EU and UK struggle to overcome stark differences in position. Much of EU's €5 billion adjustment fund is expected to be spent propping up Northern Europe's fishing industry.